it was really about having an opportunity to use science and the stuff I learned about science to help people. That's a pretty easy thing to say, and it's really hard to implement because usually science is disconnected from people by a couple of steps. That's why I moved into the microbiome, by the way, before we even get to myota, is because the microbiome was this translational field, could interface with patients directly, do clinical trials, test interventions in humans, not in mice or in models, in real people right away. So that was going towards the impact thing. And then I'd always been interested in startups. I mean, I co-founded one as during my PhD. And so I think the exercise of building something from scratch was something that I was always eager to try. But I also wanted to do something that was useful, right? So that was the constraint. And ideally, not something that was like so fancy that it was sort of a gimmick, something fundamental. And that's where fiber, for a guy who wasn't interested in nutrition, was sort of like perfect, because here's this kind of like pretty low tech, pretty uninteresting ingredient that people tend to avoid. And we know it's important for health, but no one wants to eat it. And then all of a sudden, here's this piece of science that allows you to, turn that into something really cool and impactful. And I think that that's maybe something to say. I felt like by giving this a shot and foregoing professional security and financial comfort, I was honoring my teenage self who wanted to try and do good, that's what I thought.